the most and greatest problem, and Steve Nuno, well, gives her a very hard, stern look there. Shannon Miller lets it slip by. A silver medal in Barcelona, and it's not to be gold in the beam exercise. Two quite clear mistakes in the middle of the routine, and that threw her off from start to finish. She was in sensational form throughout the qualification, the best qualifier by a long way, 9.887, but Hayley, a real disaster for Miller.
Great shame. I don't know whether it was nerves, whether the story that we heard initially, whether she has had some virus and has been struggling in training. Very hard to tell, but not a good performance. Shoulders off line there, shoulders out of line. Throws her completely to the right-hand side of the beam. Difficult to tell. They may give her that element. She managed to get her feet just about on the beam before she fell. Pulling back out and over-rotates.
Well, a very unhappy Shannon Miller. Third position, 7.850. She's picked up 2 gold medals in the competition, and it certainly will not be 4. She will return and try to pick up that 3rd gold in the floor exercise. And this possibly makes this young lady, the 15-year-old from Beijing, He Zhumei from China, the favourite now. She was second just behind Shannon Miller in the qualification. Gojin still leads for Romania with 9.650.
It would be good to see the Chinese girls pick up medals on the beam. Again, we see the twisting turn out of the handstand. Beautiful amplitude there in the arabesque. Very flexible legs. I don't believe it. That's another one gone. Difficult movement. She went for the full twisting back somersault. Progress since Corbett first did the tuck back somersault. We are now full twisting them on the beam. Nice link movements. Another original move down low to the beam. This time she goes for the straight back somersault from the round off and lands it perfectly. No full twist this time. Nice lead combination. And again, I think, like Miller, anxious, very anxious at the end of the exercise. A little bit too much adrenaline and a little bit too much rotation on landing.
Teammate Li Li lies in the silver medal position, but that doesn't seem to be enough for He Zhumei to go into the gold or silver. But bear in mind that this is halfway through the final. Could go into bronze medal position, but there, the big error. And possibly Hayley were taking the ease of this apparatus a little for granted. It's incredibly difficult.
The girls are working on 10 centimetres. You know, 10 centimetres, 4 inches wide, 120 centimetres from the ground. It certainly isn't easy. They make it look easy, but if you can imagine 10 centimetres, it's very difficult.
He Zhumei waits patiently. Seems to be getting quite a drilling from the coach there. There is the current leader, Gojin. And she will certainly now start to feel that there's a possibility of a gold medal here with the surprise of this final. So far, Shannon Miller coming off the beam twice. 9.012. goes into third position. Gojin 1, Li 2, and He Zumei for China is 3. But Dominique Dawes surely will be the one to watch for in the second half. The standings on your screens, 1 to 4. There'll be a short warm-up period, but the shock in this first final of the afternoon for the girls is the United States of American hero, Shannon Miller, 7.850. 2 falls. Hayley, will this possibly affect her final performance of the day in the floor?
She's a very strong character, and I think she'll be really going. She'll have time to get herself together, talk to her coach, and just go for it on that last piece, because she is a big crowd pleaser on the floor, and she'll want to win that second gold.
Well, the pictures there really do tell the story. A very despondent and disappointed Shannon Miller, and really tipped by so many to claim 5 golds here, and it's gone by a very sad and unhappy Shannon Miller. As we go back to the beam.
Point in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Stop talking, please, and cue again.
Second half of the final in the beam. Ludmila Prince for Latvia.
Good mount there, the round up onto the springboard. Straight back somersault on, followed by another acrobatic series of a straight back somersault. Beautiful handstand pirouette. One-handed handstand, possibly not held quite long enough. A little bit bigger than the other gymnast, but very elegant indeed. A little bit more mature, and works the beam with style and grace. Well held backflip, 2 straight back somersaults, and she held that well. Backflip, backflip, double tuck back somersault, and a perfectly spotted landing.
Well, the sole representative of Latvia scored a 9.7 in the qualification round, and just 1 or 2 wobbles there, but if you could get that same score again, she would go into the gold medal position. An interesting routine here, Hayley, and a very interesting score to follow.
Very interesting. Excellent acrobatic combination of the backflip, backflip, and straight back somersault to land on 2 feet. Going into a second acrobatic series of 2 straight back somersaults landing on 1 leg. Here we see her shoulders out of line, but she pulls herself back up straight and manages to hold it. Others might have fallen on that. She will lose marks for the knees not being together in the double back somersault, but it was well landed.
9.650 or above to go into gold medal position. 9.600 is Li's silver medal score. 9.012, 9.475. It's enough to go into the bronze medal position. Well, with Dominique Dawes to follow for the United States of America, Ludmila Prince for Latvia will watch this routine very carefully, but the 16-year-old, coached by Kelly Hill, must certainly be thinking, if I can just stay on